Studying abroad is not just about academia, jobs, and careers, but much more, like being independent, personality development, making friends globally, learning about different cultures, traveling, and many more enriching, unforgettable experiences. Hook on to our episodes of Student Spotlight and get fruitful insights about our students who share their beautiful journeys with you. Today we're chatting with Sanay from Mumbai, who recently completed his Masters in Finance from Aston University. He earned his undergraduate degree in financial markets in India and gave CFP exams as well. Additionally, he gained experience working as a finance analyst for a local business and also received CFA scholarships from the university. Join us as Sanay shares insights about his journey in the world of finance and why he speaks so highly about Aston.
I did my schooling in Mumbai in Rishikul Vidyalaya. It was great. After my schooling, I successfully secured 88% in my 10th. And then I went on to do my junior college, commerce, in Mitibai College, which is in Vileparle. That was a very big thing for me because coming from a very little family and going to such a big college, I think it was personally very big thing for me. And then after, I did not choose to do finance before, but then I used to watch Suits. I used to binge Suits all the time. And then I had a very much greater inclining towards law. So I gave my law entrance exams, CLAT, to get into top law schools in India. After giving law and struggling with board exams, HSC board exams, and having to do such a competitive exams, I did not actually get a good rank because I was like here and there. My legs were in both the places. I was like, okay, so now what? But actually giving those competitive exams actually helped me build my analytical and logical thinking because these exams are very competitive actually and much analytical and numerical thing. So I think that helped me get into finance. Then I did my financial markets from SK Somaya Aurobindo.
Okay, so that's your undergraduate
My undergrad
course.
Yeah.
Financial markets.
After my 12th, yeah.
Okay, nice.
And then, yes, I did that and my financial markets. So when I got into my course, my bachelor's degree, it was a very good thing for me as career, and I actually have a passion for finance. After doing that, I also gave my 2 exams for CFP, which is Certified Financial Planner. They were retirement planning, tax planning exams, and then investment planning as well.
Okay,
Then
nice.
after that, I actually thought about going into, studying abroad, having a broad exposure for finance because I always saw New York and London as a big hubs for finance. When I was a kid, I used to see my father doing all these analyzing all these big companies. He's into finance as well.
Okay.
So
That's what motivated you.
yeah, that's actually what motivated me to do this, and on a bigger scale actually.
Right.
And then I had always had a knack for investment banking, and I also wanted to give CFA.
Okay.
So I thought that I'll come here, I'll do my MSc, and I'll also do my CFA.
Parallelly.
Yes, parallelly. But actually, I got a CFA scholarship as well from my university.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, it is affiliated with the CFA Institute.
Okay.
So that was good for me. But then after getting the scholarship, I was the MSc is so very busy. It keeps you busy. I did my part-time as well, and for living cost and everything, wages and everything. It was so busy that I could not actually give proper time to CFA.
Right.
And so I dropped it.
Okay.
And then, but I still have my scholarship, so I'll be doing it in this year.
Okay.
After that, I did my part-time. I came here. I was 20 when I came here. I was the youngest in my class, the youngest in my whole accommodation as well.
Right.
I was like, when I reached to the airport, I was like, I called my dad and, what now? What do I do now? Because I had planned everything. I was at my airport. I was finding how do I get to my accommodation because there was no one in Birmingham. All of my relatives and all of my friends were in London.
London, right.
And yeah, so I just came into Birmingham, like packed everything, packed my whole life in India. I just came.
So let me stop you there. What made you choose Aston? Which all universities did you apply for?
I applied to Glasgow,
Edinburgh.
Adam School. I was like Adam Business School. I don't remember the name. It was a long time ago. Then Lancaster Uni, Bristol Uni. I got offers from all of them. I got rejected from Liverpool Uni.
Okay.
I got all of them, but the reason why I chose Aston was Aston Business School was ranked top at that time.
Okay.
And my business school, sorry, not the uni, but business school was ranked top.
Right.
And then my course was very inclined towards fintech. I always wanted to go into technology.
So did you review all the modules thoroughly?
I did actually.
Because there is a lot of variance when it comes to finance, quite a broad category.
Exactly. Personally, I don't like accounting,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted to always go into core finance, not accounting roles.
Mm-hmm.
So MSc Finance was more into core accounting, and they also had a work experience thing in them. And that was not like an industrial year, industrial placement year, but it was a work experience thing. So I thought, yeah, that's a good catch for me because I don't have any experience and I am directly coming from my bachelor's into master's.
Okay, that's nice. So in your course, like you mentioned, it was quite intense. What were the core modules that made you go for it?
So coming from a non-tech background, I had no experience in coding. So my first semester, I was directly introduced to R programming, which is a coding language for data analytics and data visualization.
Right.
And it was very tough for me because all of my other friends that experience they were engineers and they had a little or no background from coding and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it was tough for me. So I was just struggling to just pass in the module. It was a quantitative finance module for me.
Right.
But the other modules like advanced corporate finance, fixed income securities, they were easier for me because I've already studied them before in my bachelor's in financial market. So yeah, that was easy for me. Just the coding part was a little tough, but I passed with good marks.
Right. Okay, nice. So do you think it's possible to balance such high intense course at top business schools and also work part-time? Did you work part-time just to manage a little bit of finance or to gain experience, improve communication skills? Different students go in part-time for different reasons.
I do actually. So when I went into my class and got introduced with all of my batchmates, I found out that they were all 6-7 years elder to me, and they had a lot of experience, and they were not very inclined to part-time that much, and they were not very interested in doing part-time. But I was, because I actually wanted to improve my communication.
Right.
Coming here, learning English back in India and learning here and communicating here is very different.
Absolutely.
Many people don't know that. They are like, English, it's English. We know English. We know Indian English. We know American.
And it's not also just about the accent. It's more about how you talk, and the body language, the British slang that you use. You need to have those silly jokes on weathers to get into conversation. So all that breaks through, and it actually breaks the ice when you do any customer service oriented roles. And
exactly. So personally, definitely money is a byproduct for me.
Yep.
But personally, I actually wanted to develop my professional life, and I wanted to talk to these people, know how they go on from their life. Because if I'm going to work with them, I need to know who they are, how they are. Yeah, I did
part-time.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
The part-time is also a struggle for now because many students, I have seen them complaining that they don't get part-time. Yeah, they've been struggling. They're just going walk-ins to the restaurants and everything.
Is it so bad? Because what I remember, like last year when I was scouting out, we had students switching jobs because they didn't feel that was the best for them.
Right.
So that just showed that there was a genuine shortage.
Right.
Maybe now it's a bit different, is it?
It is different, I think. I'm not sure because I've already graduated. I'm not experiencing that thing right now because I've already had a stable job for many months now. But I think if you you do hard work enough, you might find a part-time.
Okay.
You will actually.
Yep.
But it's not an end goal, obviously.
Right.
But you will. It might take a few months, a lot of patience, but you'll.
It's not too big a challenge, right?
It's not too big challenge, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Now let's come to finance, right? A lot of students from India and over the world want to come to UK to study finance.
Right.
There's this, uncertainty due to Brexit that happened a few years back. So what is your take, right? What do you see right now when you're scouting for getting in professional jobs in your field? How difficult or easy is it?
So I've done a lot of, I've talked to a lot of employers in my industry. All of them are like, you need a professional qualification. To work in finance, you need to be trusted and you need to be secured with a license. I think that license is either CFA, more of an ACCA, CIMA, accounting qualifications. If you want to become a financial analyst, which is a very major role in this industry, it's like you need to either be a ACCA or ACCA qualified or CIMA qualified or ACA, ATA, chartered accountant. If not, and if you want to go into corporate finance and investment banking, CFA is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But much so in core finance role, you need to go into bachelor first. Here in UK, you need to go to bachelor. You need to do internships between the summer internship, which we MSc finance
You can't.
don't get. So I think doing an internship is a pathway to go into investment banking. But other than that, to go into finance role, other finance roles, I think qualification is needed, and even experience is greatly valued. It gets you confidence.
Right. So right now the market is still all right. It's not crumbled as to what. It's still okay, right? And you being in Birmingham, you think there are enough opportunities here because finance, again, London is a hub.
Definitely. London is nearby to Birmingham.
So that's an advantage.
That's
right?
an advantage, obviously, because they can call you anytime for an interview, and then you just have to go. It's easier if you live in Scotland, but if you live in Birmingham, it's like easier. But then all of the applications are done online, so it doesn't actually matter where you live. London is a bit expensive, so I might suggest to go out of London. Just live there.
And Birmingham is not too bad. Right? It's like an hour and a half on train.
Yeah.
Tickets are not too expensive. You would spend equal amount spending on tubes in London.
Exactly.
If you're there, right? So the internal travels. So I get your point, right?
Yeah.
It's not too bad. So you've been making rounds to London quite often?
I have quite often, after my MSc.
Okay.
I've been to London many times.
Right. Again, interviews networking and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Now tell me your role about this postgraduate mentor with Aston. So what exactly do you do?
So while doing my dissertation in my last semester, one of my professors contacted me, and they wanted to know if I am ready for being a postgraduate mentor. I would be willing to. And I was like, yeah, sure I can. They made me fill out a form. They made me give an interview, and then they selected me for becoming a postgraduate mentor for international students mainly coming to Aston University. They contacted me before they land here. They got in touch with me. They asked me how is the course, how should I go into the course. Honestly, after struggling a lot with the course and modules, I was able to give them much more insight than I got before.
Correct.
So I think being a mentor is
so that's for your particular course.
Yeah, for my course.
Okay.
So I got 4 students from MSc Finance, and I got them part-time. I got them what to do, how to do. We have a thing called AGA in our...
What that stands for?
Global Advantage, Aston Global Advantage. And so I got an internship as well during my master's because of that. So I did an internship with a company based in Tokyo, Japan.
Okay.
It was a tech company, and I interned there. Oh yeah, and one more thing. After coming here, from January to July, I did a little or no role with a very small local firm. It was Natraj International. I was a financial analyst there.
Okay.
I used to do bookkeeping, accounting, seeing the supplies and everything. That was a very good role for me. I did not get paid very much because it was a very small business, but it was like, I'm working in UK.
Right.
During my studies.
Right.
So that was a big thing.
That's nice. So I mean, just a question: if you were to rewind your life 2-3 years back and then relive, would you have made the same decisions? Coming to UK, coming to Aston, Masters in Finance, or would you change anything if you were given a choice?
I would have just changed my background. Like I would have gained more experience and definitely got a qualification, because coming here and giving a competitive exam is next to impossible. Because
it's got a lot of things. Correct.
You got a lot of things at your house. You got a lot of things at your work, at your university, your studies, your assignments. They are hectic. It's very hectic. It's not easy as it sounds.
So you're saying you would have done either ACCA or CFA,
CIMA,
at least year 1 and okay,
definitely.
Right, but otherwise you're very happy with the course.
Definitely.
With the university.
Definitely, I'm very happy with my course and my university. I would not change it because economically it is good, and within my budget. And
how much did you pay?
It was 20,000, but I got a 300 pounds scholarship.
300 or 3,000?
3,000, sorry.
Okay, 3,000 scholarship. Oh, nice. How much did you score in your graduation?
In my bachelor's or
bachelor's?
I scored, it was a CGPA kind of thing, so I scored 9.12 out of 10.
Did that help you to get the scholarship?
Yes.
Okay, so it was more academic.
Yeah, the bachelor's thing and how I presented myself in my SOPs.
Okay.
Yeah, that helped a lot.
That made a lot of difference.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Any advice you would want to give to students who are coming to UK to study finance, right? Or coming to Aston or coming to Birmingham,
Right.
since already you are a mentor, right? So anything you would want to tell them?
The main thing I would tell them is, even if you are, wealthy enough, or if you are not, come here to your studies and even work during your studies, because getting along with them, getting along with the British people and taking their accent into account and actually developing your own accent with them is equally important.
Correct.
It's not about money. I think it's about professional development.
Right. It's about breaking that ice and just going out and being feeling comfortable to
It will
communicate.
change you.
Yes, right. Thanks for joining us for this episode of TSS. If you enjoyed what you heard, be sure of sharing it with other students and leave us a comment. Your feedback helps us continue to provide valuable content to students everywhere. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the world around you. Thank you.